he's been called the genius of vocalese. JonHendricks' ability to write lyrics to the most complex recorded improvisations is quite notable, as are his contributions to the legendary vocal trio Lambert, Hendricks, and Ross. But for all of his contributions, it was a career that almost didn't happen.
I was studying law at the University of Toledo, and I was doing well. I had a 3.5 average. Charlie Parker saved me. He came through Toledo, and somebody told him that I scattered, so he says, well, send him up. So I went up and scattered with him. And he says, what are you doing? I said, I'm studying law. He says, you ain't no lawyer. I says, what am I? He says, you're a jazz singer. I said, what do I do about that? He says, you come to New York. I said, I don't know anybody in New York. He said, you know me? I said, where will I find you? He said, just ask anybody. I split it. I thought this cat was crazy. 2 years and 4 months later, I went to New York, and I walked in, and he was playing, and in the middle of his solo, as I passed the bandstand, he said, hey, John, how you doing, man? You want to sing something? I almost fainted, but that was my entree to New York.
Hendricks now serves as a distinguished professor of jazz studies at the University of Toledo and director of the student vocal group, the JonHendricks Vocalstra. Hendricks is a tireless ambassador in the continuing education and performance of jazz throughout the world. All the while, he remembers why Ohio is so important to him.
It's where I was formed. You know, it's where my bones grew. It's where my psyche was developed. It's where my spirit was shaped. It's my home.
For a lifetime of accomplishment in the field of vocal jazz, we would like to recognize Toledo's JonHendricks.
There's music, how faint the tune, somewhere there's heaven, how high the moon. There is no moon above, love is far away too. Till it comes true. That you love me, and there's romance. It's where you are. Somewhere there's heaven. How near, how far. The darkest night would shine if you would come to me soon. Until you will, I'll still my heart. How high the beep boop bop boop bad day da bop da do beep boop boop bop boop boop baby da ba ow
Somewhere there's romance, it's where you are. Somewhere there's heaven, how near, how far. The darkest night would shine if you would come to me soon. Until you will, I'll steal my heart. How high the moon. Neil Miner, Andy Watson, thank you. Thank you very much. You're very beautiful. I'm on? My goodness. Well, I guess the two most commonly said words in the English language are thank you. But they're common because they're heartfelt and they're handy. I was born in Newark, Ohio, which is a hop, a skip, and a jump from here. And then we moved to Columbus, I sold newspapers out in front of the AIU building. Anybody remember that building? That's a long time ago. And then we worked our way through Ohio. My father was an itinerant minister in the African Methodist Episcopal Church. He had a family of 12 boys and 3 girls. And I was always quixotic, you know, I knew how to entertain. So I went into show business at 6 years old. Before that, I was a bum, laid around the house and didn't do nothing. However, I was only serious. I'm very happy today. I can't tell you how happy I am. I'm overjoyed. This is so wonderful a thing to happen to me, an itinerant jazz singer. I'd like to thank very much Professor Dan Johnson, the University of Toledo, David Stern, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Mary Morrison, head of development and all the other cats from the Toledo Jazz Society, John Richardson and Jim, sitting over there grinning like skunks eating hornets. You ever see a skunk eat hornets? He eats all of them. And as they go down his throat, they sting him, so he goes. I'd like to thank them, and Kay Elliott is here. They're all down from Toledo, and that's I'm honored. I thank you so much.
You did a great job.